CEO of Latino Sports. I'm also a candidate for City Council in the poorest congressional district in the United States. I decided that I'm going to take my hat off of sports for a couple of months and see if we can make a change, because Esperanza, to me, is the type of, her name is perfect. Esperanza means hope. And she came to Latino sports through a friend who always had a vision for beauty. His name is Byron Hunter. And they met, and he comes to my office and says, oh, I saw this young woman crossing the street, and we started talking. And I know Byron was always talking about good-looking women, but he didn't know that God works in mysterious ways. It had nothing to do with good looks or rapping. It had to do with a young woman who just needed some guidance in terms of the world of sports to see that nothing is impossible. Because when she came to Latino sports, she saw a Puerto Rican who came here at the age of 4, who came from one of the most poorest families, single parent, and has survived the streets of the South Bronx, has established 3 businesses, and has gone through public school, first one in my family to get a high school diploma, first one to get a BA, and the first one to get a master's from NYU. And she came to that circle, and she saw that there is no such thing as nothing is impossible. And on her own, she went on to work with us on some projects, and I am so proud that she on her own went out and she began to work on her own to do this type of project, to get kids together, to get a program, to get a lead. She invited me to some of them, and half the time I didn't know where I was going. She just told me go, and I went, and I saw these kids playing. And I remember when it first started, it was a small little league. Next thing I know, she's having a dinner. Next thing I know, she's having a banquet. Next thing I know, she's having things with the name of the Field of Hope on it. And this single mother of 2 young men, and if anybody has children here, if you know what it is to have teenagers, then you gotta give this woman credit. She's a single parent of 2 teenagers that I don't know how she's done it, and sometimes, you know, I have to almost help her cry together, because I've had to drive and just go pick her up and take her for a drive, because I know what it is. And with all of that, this woman, mother of 2, single parent, working to survive in the jungle that we call New York City, has been able to establish a program that we're here to honor today. And that is an incredible achievement. If we were to develop 10, 20, 30 more of these programs, it still would not touch and make a difference in a big way with the number of kids that we're losing. The reality is that if you take 10 Latino or Black children today in New York City, you're going to lose 8 of them. You're going to lose 8 of them to a lot of the issues that affect our community. So the fact that you have someone like Esperanza who's doing 1 of those, then that is a symbol, hopefully, to other women, to other parents, los padres, las madres. Doesn't matter whether you're single or not. If she can take time out as a single parent working to provide for her 2 children to develop this organization, can you imagine if every mother and father who takes their kid not to use the Little League as a daycare center? Don't go and drop off your kids so you can go shopping and then you can go do your thing and then come and pick them up when it's ready. No, become an active parent and do a little bit of what she's doing. And if every parent does just 10% of what Esperanza and her board of directors are doing, I guarantee you it will make a big difference to the Latino and Black children of New York City. Thank you so much, Esperanza, for doing what you're doing. Latino Sports will always be there with you. And we know that you have your back. God bless you.